And time now for your community update. Joining us in studio this morning is Green Bay Police Chief Chris Davis. Thank you so much for joining us today. Now, there was recently a reported threat made to Green Bay schools, and it's happening a lot. What exactly do you consider a threat to a school, and how do you handle these types?
So it's any threat of violence, and it can be directed at an individual. It can be a threat of more of an act of mass violence. Really any threat of violence directed at a school.
Like through a phone call or something written and stuff like that.
Usually we're seeing them show up on social media these days.
How disruptive is this?
It's extremely disruptive because we have to take every one of these seriously, obviously, in the times that we're living in. This is a big issue nationwide, and we have to investigate every one of these, and then the schools have some tough decisions to make about messaging and whether or not to have classes, and then it impacts students, it impacts parents who are wondering if it's safe to send their kids to school. It really causes a lot of problems.
Now, a lot of people don't think there are consequences to this, but there really are some serious consequences.
There really are. There are criminal charges that someone can get for making one of these threats, and then for students, obviously, there are pretty serious consequences within the schools as well.
And how does somebody report something like this?
The best thing to do is either to call the non-emergency number and make a report. If you're in school, we have school resource officers that are available to take these reports. The Crime Stoppers has a number of ways that you can reach them to make these reports. But whatever you do, and if you talk to your kids, make sure they understand that if they hear something about one of these threats, to say something.
Okay, now it's definitely been a weird winter. Jordan's been talking about it all winter long. And with these warmer temperatures, what is the department seeing with traffic issues?
So we're starting to see much earlier, something we usually see later in the year when the weather gets better. We're seeing an uptick in complaints about speeding, about reckless driving, some street racing issues, loud mufflers, those kind of things.
What are you doing to combat this?
So our traffic unit, which has 4 officers in it, and soon we will have a sergeant assigned to that unit as well. They focus on these issues. They take complaints from the community and they'll go out and do follow-up on those and try and resolve some of these issues.
So also because it's warm, there are people out on bikes and, walking around. Any safety advice for that?
Yeah, same advice we give usually later in the year, but whenever the weather gets better. Especially when you're driving, remember now that there are all these other modes of transportation out there. Slow down, put your phone down, and just pay attention to your surroundings because you don't want to be the person who causes a tragedy.
Now, some people's favorite day is right around the corner. We're talking St. Patrick's Day. You are part of an OWI task force. Tell us about it.
We are. St. Patrick's Day is one of those days of the year where we see a little more drinking and driving than usual. And so we'll be partnering with a number of other Brown County area police agencies to go out and take drunk drivers off the roads.
And it's extra patrols, right? Where will they be? And when will they be out?
They'll be all around the area beginning on Friday the 15th and working through Sunday night on St. Patrick's Day.
Now, what are some of the options for those people who are celebrating?
The best advice we can give you is have a plan before you go out for how you're going to get home safely. And there's taxis, there's rideshare, there's public transit, there's designated drivers, but have that plan in place before you get in that situation of having to make that decision about how you're going to get home after you've had a couple too many.
How many extra patrols will there be out there during that time?
We'll have a decent number of officers from each of the cities. It really just depends on how many folks we can get to work. These are usually done on overtime with a lot of grant funding, but there will be enough to make a significant impact. And drunk driving is risky enough because of the crash that you can cause, but these officers that we'll have out there will also seriously increase your risk of getting arrested, so please don't do it.
All right, thank you very much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.